Got it, got it, got it. Okay, cool. So we had another Zerg. As you've seen, PvZ is my strong suit. I don't always win my PvZs. But when I do, I drink Dos Equis now.
That'll cost more.
Yeah, I think I'm like 70 or 80% in PvZ. It's definitely like my strong suit, and not by a little bit. I had been feeling pretty good about my PvT, but it has felt a bit weaker lately, and I'm not totally sure why. I'm not totally sure why. You don't even leave units in the main, you make them when you see threats. I see. Okay, so that seems fine.
That'll cost.
So if anybody is newer and has specific questions, obviously probably like Protoss specific, or I mean if you're a Zerg and you lose to the kind of Protoss bullcrap that I'm doing, we could probably talk about that too. But I do like helping people learn and just kind of talking about the game and that kind of stuff. And you do have access to many, many, many excellent top-tier Grandmaster players in my chat. So certainly avail yourself of that, ask questions. This is meant to be a place that is about having a strong mindset and, I don't know, I guess like using StarCraft to learn about ourselves, right? And to become better people outside of the game.
That'll cost more minerals than we have.
But yeah, just the learning focus, right? It would be really cool if some of y'all could take advantage of that. So feel free to ask questions. I do my best to talk as much as I can through kind of what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to do that thing that I was talking about, where we put the worker on the gas and then pull it down to make the thing in a minute. So that lets us mine a little bit more. A little bit more gas. Hey, get on there, please. G3. Hey, that looked like a suspicious little drone, didn't it? Did it not, chat? Okay, so now you're gonna come down here. You're gonna go there. You. Oh, see, it's late. This is why I hadn't been doing it before. This is why I had not been doing it before. I'm gonna just go scout that and then come back. I want you moving like this just to see if there's any shenaniganry. Okay, so I guess it's fine. Okay, we need our gates in a minute. Oh, we're poor. Okay, well, we don't need our gates yet. Let's hold position her. Let's start this. You come back. Let's start this. Okay, now we need our gateways. Okay, there is a base. We're gonna check the drone count. Check the drone count. We're gonna run her home. That is not enough drones. That's not enough drones. So that's suspicious. We need to be vigilant here, but we don't want to overreact. We don't want to overreact. Could be linklet. That's the forefront of my mind right now. Could be like a Bane thingy.
More minerals than we have.
Did I chronos? I think I did. And we do not start on one of these.
More minerals for that. We don't have enough minerals. Can't warp that in. Glory to the day.
So accidentally walled off here.
Research complete.
Not ideal. So we're gonna find out pretty quickly here if this is a shenanigan by opponent.
We are of one mind.
We're gonna find out pretty quickly if this is some form of shenanigan. Oops, no, 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 no. That was wrong. This is right. Hold position her. Make 2 sentries. Make pylons. Oh lord, we forgot. just wedge yourselves into little crevices and holes here, and just kill whatever you can, and then warp in.
Seems more pylons are
Oh
required.
no, the worst. Okay. So shade here, and then I just want you to cancel. Oh god. I mean that was okay actually. So we were right about the build. We were right about the build. That's kind of novel. Now let's macro, huh? Let's macro. Oh, we lost our goal! So I knew I was rusty from attending BlizzCon, and that was why I picked this goal. Yeah, as you can see. Good call on my part, huh? I keep wanting to make probes, that's not what we're doing right now. So I don't know how opponent detonated all of their banelings, but that is why we are doing as well as we are in this game. And we're just going to take that advantage and run with it. So we can't move out. Normally we want to move out when the prism pops. We can't because I made my gates late. So that's not good. But what we can do is hasten that. Hasten that day when we're able to move out, right?
Glory to the day.
And morph these, hotkey that, move it there. Put you right here. Keep making stuff. Keep making stuff, keep making stuff. We need to check for mutus. We have not checked for that yet. Oh, this is so slow and awkward.
Can't warp that in.
The firstborn shall persevere.
On the wings of justice.
Okay, cool. Go, go. Go, go.
Can't warp that in.
Glory to the Daemon. I have met the Najakar Mina. Ire shall be reclaimed.
Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a problem because we don't know where opponent's stuff is, right? A little bit of a problem. GG. I guess we did it. I guess we did it. Oh, gosh. Alright, so I didn't get to look at my scout. Was there Mutatech? Because that would have killed us. Because I was still making... Okay. So essentially, opponent kind of handed it to us with a little bit of poor Bane control. Opponent couldn't afford mutas. I didn't get much damage done, though. I didn't get much damage done, right? How many workers cycle? Okay, apparently I got a lot of damage done, I didn't realize it. Did I? Really? Do I just not remember? What happened in this game? Apparently I wasn't playing it. That was weird. That was weird. Alright, so let's look at the money. I guess I can stare here and see what we kill. Unless somebody knows if I failed it. Oh no, I did fail it, because I talked about it during the game, right? I did fail it. Man, we are definitely repeating this focus goal tomorrow. Alright. I missed some chat, too. Missed some chat, right? Oh, you're telling us why you go blink stock. Yeah, whatever that was is gone. I think we missed some follows as well. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that for a second? So Squirrely Bird, Auto Jaeger, Jackus EMT, and Buttermilk. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you for that support. Appreciate you a lot. I'm sorry if any of those left. That would be a shame. That would be a shame if that is how it went down. Alright, let's just look at this replay because I don't remember getting damage done with the Adepts. When Eric hosted you, I watched your stream for a bit. You honestly looked like you were having the most fun of anyone. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, HX commented on that to me. Which, like, that's really cool, right? That's like,
I'm your biggest fan.
you know, people talk about, like, what is your edge as a streamer, right? It's like a thing Neuro talks about a lot. That is a freaking superpower, man. Like, just that Cassidy has that much positive energy, right? By the way, if you haven't checked out my man Cassidy, check him out. If you haven't checked out my man H-Jax, check him out. He's been streaming more at a GM level, I might add. He is my coach. He's a good friend. Yeah, both of those guys are great. And freaking Cassidy's got a superpower of positivity, man. And that's coming from me, the Positivity Protoss, so it means something. Alright, so how many kills are we racking up? How many kills are we racking up? None so far, right? So they're all about to happen. I've been streaming a lot, I've been feeling crappy. Oh, dude, that's a bummer, Cassidy. Vertigo's no joke, man. A-Hit, what's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you been, A-Hit? How you been? Hey, you probably caught my last stream, A-Hit, but it feels like it's been forever. Feels like it's been forever. I think I saw you like right before BlizzCon, but it just feels like a long time. So when did all these alleged worker kills happen? We got one. And then let's slow-mo this Vainling disaster that happens to opponent. How did this happen? Like, what happens right now? Does opponent hit the X button? Yeah, they do. I should have 0 adepts, but instead I have 5 of them still? That's a pretty big bummer for opponent. But, you know, as much as I want to not give myself credit, right? I am the one that moved across the map, right? And at this level, at mid-diamond, it's very scary to commit your units, right? Because like if I lose these to the Banes, I feel pretty bad. And I move these in, they die to 2 Banelings, right? Give opponent a bunch of material. Really good trade. But just taking that aggressive stance can get some adrenaline going in your opponent. Maybe they make a mistake, right? Keeping that pressure is something that's very underrated for kind of anxious types like me, which I think is a lot of StarCraft people, right? I am an extra anxious person, and it definitely comes through in my play quite a bit. So how many workers have we killed now? Still very few. So where do all these many worker kills occur? Because it ain't right now. Right? How did I kill infinite workers? I mean, this is pretty good. We're kind of meat grinding. Oh, we don't need to watch it. It must be. So 5, 6, and now we shade over here. And we got, it was this adept. I shaded 1 to the 3rd and opponent didn't look. This is the lady. This is our gal right here. This is our gal. You watch. MVP. Oh my god. Seems good. So that was one of those, let me just do something really quick. Let me do something really quick that doesn't cost me a lot of attention, that is going to cost opponent a lot of attention. So I had these 3 adepts here, right? I said shade 2 of them here, shade 1 of them here, and we're gonna hope for the best. And then I went back and I made a crap load of gateways. And so that's the kind of thing, if you're maybe at like a plat level, this is something I just started doing before I got to diamond. So look for those opportunities to spend a little bit of your time to force your opponent to have to do something that costs them a lot. When I was at BlizzCon and I was watching those really top level games, one thing that I noticed, and I was pointing out to my girlfriend Adeline, is that the both players, I forget which match, they might have been Sets versus Cyril, but both players were continually killing each other's gas workers, specifically gas workers, and every single time, immediately back on gas. They immediately box 3, put it back on gas. It was almost like you couldn't even catch it, right? Couldn't even catch it. And I was just commenting to her about how impressive it was that they were refilling gas so quickly, right? And this is the kind of skill check that, against a lesser opponent, right, is a differentiator, right? When Cyril cues some, you know, some mere mortal on the ladder, he can do that to them and actually throw them off of their game, right? Does it enough times, they might make the mistake once, right? Might make the mistake 1 time. And so you can do this too in your games. You don't need to be a god tier GM player to do this kind of stuff. You can say, my opponent's mortal, I'm mortal, I'm probably gonna float money,
Need more minerals for that.
right? I'm probably gonna float some money while I am harassing these workers and specifically targeting gas workers. I'm gonna have that in mind. I'm gonna try to come back and spend as best I can after I do this harass. but I'm going to force my opponent to take an action that they don't want to take. Right? Did I good luck opponent? Yeah, I did. And so that's kind of like just a neat little thing that you can incorporate into your play. It's something I've been working on just a little bit. I'm a very macro-oriented player, so I don't like to do harassment type stuff too much. I want to just focus on getting my own macro and my own defense very clean. I definitely want to be like a stats, right? That's just kind of stylistically where I want to be.
We don't have enough minerals.
But that doesn't mean that you don't do it, right? Like, as I said in this example, Stats is trying to throw Cyril off his game. He's trying to... hold position.